Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're connecting from. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. You're welcome to today's live stream. Confirm you can see my screen. Has been trading this week. Today is Wednesday. Has it been? Has it been? I hope it's going well. It's been profitable. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. If you have any question or you have any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. We are starting the class in few minutes, waiting for others to join the class. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know. Please confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Drop a comment if you can hear me. So you all are welcome to today's live stream. So we'll start by looking at the calendar for the day. Today is 4th of February 2026, and we are expecting two major news from the United States: ADP non-farm employment change and ISM services PMI. These are high impact news. So if you're considering trading the dollar pairs before this news is released, I would advise that you should be conservative. I would advise that you should be conservative if you're going to trade USD pairs before this major news. Okay, these are high impact news. Okay, so those are the only two major news we are having today. Okay, so that's it. So let's look at DXY and the yen basket. Okay, so if you joined the session we had, yeah, I told you yen is likely coming for this low. Okay, let's look at the daily time frame. I told you yen is coming for this low. Okay, and I said the first target will be this fair value gap, and I think the market is trading below this fair value gap at the moment, which means it's trading below this fair value gap which means it's going for this low. This is where JPY is coming to, and I took advantage of this move yesterday. I bought JPY and I made massive profits, over 200 pips, over 200 pips on yen basket, 100 pips. So this morning I exited the trade on GBP JPY. Massive buy. You can see it here. This is GBP JPY. You can see the signal that was generated after the close of yesterday candle. This buy signal it generated was from this point. Okay, buy, buy, buy. Okay, so after the close of yesterday candle, took the trade and it's been massive, massive, massive profits. I'm out of this trade on GBP JPY. Now price is at a premium. You shouldn't buy. You can see price is at a premium right now. You should not buy GBP JPY. You should not buy GBP JPY. For those of you using this software, I told you once the market has moved in one direction above 100 pips, don't take the trade. Don't take the trade. If you take the trade, your stop loss might be used as liquidity. You can see where the buy started from. It has done over 400. Okay, how many pips? Over 281 pips. You cannot be buying after an instrument has done over 2 pips. You can see. And if you look at the daily ATR, the daily ATR is 169. And I think it has done more than 169 today. Let's confirm. From the opening to this level, you can see it has done above the daily average true range value. It has done above the average true range value. So you cannot buy at this point. Cannot buy at this point. So I wouldn't advise you selling. I wouldn't advise you buying GBP JPY from the current market price. Now that price is at a premium, if you want to sell, you need to wait for the daily candle to close bearish. You need to wait for the daily candle to close bearish. Ensure that the bias changes to bearish before you sell. Ensure the bias changes to bearish before you sell. I hope that is clear. Okay, so let's go back to TradingView and see what's happening to the dollar. Let's see what's happening to the dollar. Okay, so dollar has not really done so much. Dollar has been ranging since the market opened this week. I would say dollar has been ranging, and the reason for that is the fundamentals. The reason for the ranging market on US dollar is the major news that will be released this week, most especially the NFP that will be released on Friday. NFP will be released on Friday. That is why the dollar has not really given a clear direction. It has not given a clear direction. But I still believe the dollar is bullish. I believe the dollar is bullish. Okay, I still believe the dollar is bullish, but I need to wait for a clear signal before I would buy the dollar. Okay, I believe the dollar is likely this week would come fill this fair value gap. Okay, this week it's likely going to come and fill this fair value gap or this fair value gap. So that is my expectation on the dollar, this fair value gap. You see this gap here? I'd love to see dollar fill this fair value gap. So that's my expectation for the dollar this week. This is the first target for the dollar, and this will be the second target for the dollar. But I need to wait for a confirmation. If today's candle closes bullish, preferably above this resistance it's created. This was Monday, Tuesday, and today is Wednesday. If the buyers are able to close the market above this resistance, I will look for buy on the dollar from tomorrow. I will look for buy on the dollar tomorrow if they are able to break this resistance, this bearish resistance. If they're able to break it, that confirms that the buyers have overpowered the bears, then that will be the right time to risk buying dollar. So I'm still bullish. I'm still very bullish on the dollar. I'm still very bullish on the dollar. Okay. I'm still very bullish on the dollar. I'm waiting for the right time and price to take that trade. So let's go to currency pairs. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. So let's start by looking at GBP USD. So the bias we have here is bullish. For those of you who have the software, the bias is bullish. Okay, after the close of yesterday candle, we had a bullish signal. Okay, so right now GBP USD is bullish. Okay, right now GBP USD is bullish. You keep buying. Okay, you keep buying until bias changes to bearish. That was what I shared with you guys. Those that attended class last night, I said keep buying until the bias changes to bearish, because right now you can see price is at a premium area. Price is at a premium area. For those of you who use stochastic for trading, you can see stochastic is at 95.0. That is extreme overbought area, extreme overbought area. Okay, and price is at a premium. Now, if you want to sell, wait for this to change to bearish. So you can keep buying. Let's see how many pips it has done today. Let's see. It has done close to 40 pips, close to 40 pips. Okay, so I would advise that before you buy, wait for a little retracement. Wait for a little reversal before you buy. That's my take. So keep buying GBP USD until the bias changes to bearish. Keep buying GBP USD until the bias changes to bearish. I hope that is clear. Keep buying until the bias changes to bearish. Euro USD, same thing. Okay, you can see what we have on Euro USD. The bias is bullish. Price is at a discount. It means we should keep buying. We should keep buying until the bias changes to bearish. Okay, keep buying GBP USD until the bias changes to bearish. Yesterday, I told you guys I would love to see GBP USD, Euro USD come fill this fair value gap or this fair value gap. These are the two areas I'm considering on Euro USD. Okay, I want to see Euro USD fill this fair value gap. If it breaks out from this fair value gap, then it's going for this fair value gap. Okay, so all I'm waiting for is for the daily candle to close bearish and the bias changes from bullish to bearish. That is when I'm going to strike. That is when I'm going to pull the trigger. Once the bias changes to bearish, it's time to sell. It's time to sell. So right now I'm just observing Euro USD and GBP USD. But the right trade to take now, if you want to take any risk, it has to be buy until the bias changes. So if you take a buy trade, once the bias changes to bearish, you should exit that trade. Once the bias changes to bearish, you should exit your sell. So you can leave your take profit open if you are buying. Leave your take profit open, but ensure that your stop loss, you set your stop loss. Ensure you set your stop loss, but you can leave your TP open. Once the bias changes to bearish, then you can close the trade. Okay, you can close the trade. So you can set your stop loss. This is our entry level 1 for buy. Entry level 1, entry level 2. So your stop loss should be at this level. That's about 55 pips. Your stop loss should be at this level, and your first target is about 74 pips. Okay, so your stop loss should be what? Should be at this level. Initially, your stop loss should be at this level. Okay, so that's it for Euro USD. USD JPY. USD JPY, you can see the bias. It's generated this buy bias from this point. This is where it gave us the bias to buy. So if you did buy from this point, why would you want to buy? From this point, it has delivered over 300 pips. 300 pips. The instruction is that if the market has moved in one direction above 100 pips, don't take the trade. Don't take the trade. So you cannot be buying USDJPY from the current market price, though there is a possibility for USDJPY to come and fill this gap. There is a possibility for it to come and fill this gap. But when you calculate the risk reward, because if you are buying from this point, the reasonable level to set your stop loss is this. So if you are buying from this point, your risk is about 433 pips and your TP is just 176. That's a very poor risk reward. Okay, that's a very poor risk reward. So you shouldn't take a buy or sell on USD JPY. That you're a day trader does not mean you have to trade every day. That you're a day trader does not mean you have to trade every day. So don't buy USDJPY, don't sell USDJPY. Now price is at a premium. That tells you that is at an overbought area, and you don't buy at overbought area. You can see price at a premium. You'd only sell when this bias changes to bearish. If the daily candle closes bearish, there's a high probability this will change to bearish. That is when you strike. That is when you should strike. So USDJPY though is bullish, but this is not the right time to buy. This is not the right time to sell. Let's look at gold. Gold is bullish. Gold generated a bullish signal from this point. This is where gold gave us a buy signal after the close of this candle here. This is where gold gave us the buy signal after the close of this candle. So if you didn't buy gold from this point, why would you want to buy from this point? Someone sent me a message to buy gold. I laughed. Why would you want to buy gold at this point? Yes, gold might continue with its buy. It might continue with its buy. But is this the right time to buy? Is this the right time to buy? Gold might, if you buy from this point, where would you set your stop loss? Where would you set your stop loss? You will set your stop loss, let's say you use this low. From this point to this point is about 1,554 pips. So for me, it's not reasonable to buy gold from the current market price. See where the buy started from. See where the buy started from. You didn't buy from this point. See. Gold has done over 4,275 pips. That is when you want to enter the buy. When most of the institutions will be closing their trade, most traders who caught this move at this early phase, they will be closing, they will be planning to close their trade. That is when you want to buy. That is when you want to buy. So I will not advise you buy gold now. I will not advise you sell gold. I will not advise you buy. I will not advise you sell gold. Gold has already delivered over 4,000 pips. So why should you be buying from that point? Why should you be buying from that point? And you can see that it's telling you that price is at a premium area. Why do you want to buy at premium price? Would you buy an asset or would you buy an equipment when the price is premium? No, you don't buy an equipment. You don't buy a laptop when you know the price is premium. You don't buy a car when you know the price is at a premium level. So this is not a good time to buy or sell. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Like I said, if you are buying EU, stop loss should be at least 50 pips. If you are buying EU, stop loss should be at least, I said stop loss should be the low of this candle. If you are buying EU, your stop loss should be the low of this candle, which is about 50 pips. And you can leave your take profit open. You can leave your take profit open, okay? But immediately this bias changes to bearish. Immediately it changes to bearish. You should exit that trade. You should exit that trade. You can leave your take profit open, but set your stop loss at the low of this candle. Set your stop loss at the low of this candle. That is my take on EU. Please give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done that. Give it a thumbs up. And if it's your first time joining the live stream, please do subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you get notified by YouTube. Okay, you don't want to miss any of these classes. Okay, so USD card we've analyzed. Okay, USD card, I think we've done that. USD card bearish premium. Okay, let me see the daily on USD card. Okay, so USD card, I'm going to wait for today's candle to close before I will make any decision on USD card. But if I go to my weekly time frame, you can see the pattern we had last week is an hammer. And what happened last week, they swept the liquidity that was residing at this previous low, and it gave us an hammer candle, though a bearish hammer. And if you go down to 4 hour, you can see the pattern. So sorry, on daily, we already had an engulfing pattern. This is a strong bullish reversal pattern. So this is a strong bullish reversal pattern, a strong bullish reversal pattern, and I don't want to trade against the higher time frame trend. So I want to patiently wait for this bias to change to bullish before I buy. I want to wait for this bias to change to bullish before I buy. If you're using stochastic, you can see that stochastic is at oversold area, 13.0. That's an extreme oversold area. Extreme oversold area. So you should wait for wait for today's candle to close. If today's candle closes bullish, I'm going to strike USD card buy. If today's candle closes bullish, it's a buy for me. It's a buy. Australian dollar, USD is bullish, but price is at a premium area. Price is at a premium area, and at a premium area, we do not buy, we look for sales. At a premium area, we do not buy, we look for sales. Okay, we do not buy, we look for sales. So patiently wait. If today's candle closes bearish, attack. If this bias changes to bearish, hopefully at the end of the close of today's market, I expect this to change to bearish. Once it changes to bearish, strike. Okay, strike. Once it changes to bearish, you should sell. Same thing for New Zealand USD. Same thing for New Zealand USD. Wait for today's bias to change to bearish. Wait for this to change to bearish before you strike. Before you strike New Zealand USD. New Zealand USD is also bearish. It's bearish, okay? It's bearish. Wait for that to happen. Just wait for this to change. It's for those of you that have the software. Once this changes to bearish, do not hesitate to take the trade. Do not hesitate to take the trade. Okay? Any question? Euro Australian dollar is getting set for buy. Euro Australian dollar is getting set for buy. If today's candle closes bullish, attack Euro Aussie. If today's candle closes bullish, attack Euro Australian dollar. Buy. If it closes bullish, buy tomorrow. And hold that trade till Friday. Tomorrow is Thursday. You hold the trade till Friday. Make good profit on Euro Aussie. I see Euro Aussie going bullish anytime soon. Anytime soon. Okay? If Euro Australian dollar breaks this resistance, expect more buys. Okay, if it closes above this resistance, if today's candle closes above this resistance, don't hesitate to buy. Don't hesitate to buy. Alright, good morning. It's been a while. GBP JPY, I've analyzed GBP JPY, and I said on GBP JPY, don't buy now, don't sell now. GBP JPY is not the pair you should consider trading today. Okay, it gave us a buy setup from this point, and we have bought, and we have made so much profits, and we are out of this trade. So you don't want to buy at this point. It's overbought right now. Price is at the premium area, so don't buy it. Just watch, observe. Nothing is happening on GG right now. You have missed the bullish move. Don't take a trade. Don't take the trade. Someone asked for GBP CHF a few days ago. Yeah, I think it was on Monday. He asked my take on GBP CHF. I said GBP CHF is bullish. Okay. I started with the weekly time frame, and you can see last week candle closed as a doji. It closed as a doji, and I said it is bullish, but wait for a strong reversal before you buy it. I said wait for a strong reversal, and that reversal happened yesterday. The reversal happened yesterday. So right now you should be bullish on GBP CHF. So it has moved. Let's see. Should have entered GBP CHF. Let's see this. This is 41 pips. It has done over 41 pips. The best entry would have been, okay, we have this engulfing. Okay, so if you've not entered buy on GBP CHF, you could patiently wait for price to come and fill maybe this fair value gap. Okay, let price come fill this fair value gap, or wait for price to come to a discount area. All you have to do is just apply your Fibonacci from this swing low to swing high. Wait for price to pull back to a discount area before you buy. Okay. GJ is still bullish, but do not buy right now. Do not sell right now. We've analyzed EU. I'm neutral on EU right now. Though if I'm going to take any risk on EU right now, as you can see, we have buyers is bullish, prices at discount. So we are looking for buy until the daily candle gives us a bearish setup, until our bias changes to bearish. So if I'm going to take any risk on EU right now, it will be buy. But if today's candle closes bearish, I'm going to exit my buy and sell. Once the bias changes to bearish, I'm going to exit my buy and sell. So I said, set your stop loss 50 pips. Your stop loss should be the low of this candle, 50 pips, and you can leave your TP open. But once the bias changes to bearish, if the bias changes to bearish at the end of the day, exit your buy and go for sell. EU and GU, USD pairs are not giving us a very clear direction right now because of the major news that will be released today, tomorrow, and Friday. Friday is NFP. Friday is NFP. So since the market opened, GBP pairs they've been ranging. Dollar has been ranging. Okay, all this is to set trap for retail traders. What they are doing is to create liquidity, so that when they release NFP, they will sweep all the liquidity. That's what they are doing at the moment. That's what happens when NFP news is expected. Most times, dollar pairs will just go into a range. They will just go into a range so as to create liquidity. Any other question? Do you have any other question? That will be all for this session. If you're interested in getting this software, send me a message on WhatsApp. If you're interested in getting this software, send me a message on WhatsApp. 2 months subscription now is $50. 1 month subscription is $30. Okay, so if you're interested, just send me a message on WhatsApp. You need the software. If you are still blowing accounts, you need the software. You need it if you are still blowing account. But if you're doing well, you're making good profits in the market, you don't need the software. Stick to what is working for you. Stick to what is making you money in the market. The software is only for those who are new to trading. If you are new to trading, it's a must-have. And if you are struggling in trading, it's a must-have. It's a must-have. It's a must-have. Any other question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Any question? Do you have any question? Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Please give the video a thumbs up. Okay, UJ, give the video a thumbs up if you haven't, and if you're your first time joining, please do subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you would be notified by YouTube. Okay, UJ is buy. If GJ is buy, we've analyzed. Go and watch the replay. We've analyzed gold. Gold right now, I'm neutral on gold. I'm neutral on gold, but if I'm going to take any risk on gold, it has to be sell. But I need to see that setup. Okay, gold is, I'm neutral on gold right now. Gold is overbought right now. Is overbought right now. UJ is buy, but this is not the right time to buy. This is not the right time to sell UJ. This is not the right time to buy. This is not the right time to sell UJ. UJ is overbought right now. UJ is overbought right now. So don't buy UJ. Don't sell UJ. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please give the video a thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up. What indicator do I use? I don't rely on indicators. I use price action, pure price action. That is what I use for my analysis. I use candlestick patterns. I use market structure. I use resistance and support. And I use the Fibonacci tool. Those are the tools I use for my analysis. I don't depend on indicators. I don't use indicators. Price action. I'm a price action trader. I also apply some of these ICT concepts like the fair value gap and liquidity. ICT concepts, I use the fair value gap and I also use the liquidity concepts. Any question? Do you have any question? If there are no questions, that will be all for today's session. I appreciate every one of you for your participation. Mr. Kola, appreciate you, sir. Mr. Ifeanyi, thanks for joining. Olaiton, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. I appreciate every one of you. So our next class tomorrow is Thursday. Okay, we'll be meeting by 10 a.m. tomorrow. Please also share the link with anyone that you know that is into trading. I believe you're getting value from these live streams. Please let others know about these classes so that they can join. The goal is to ensure that you become a consistently profitable trader. That is the goal. That is the goal. That is the goal. Do have a great day.